dimensions and the string theory. Consider yourself as a fish. All you see around yourself is water, sediments, vegetation, other fish and the sunlight. You go about your life convinced that this underwater world is all there, because it's all that you can experience. However, there exists an entirely new environment outside of your line of sight. Similarly for us, higher dimensions are the new environments we can't perceive. The string theory attempts to reconcile relativity with quantum mechanics. It only works if we assume there are much more than the 4 dimensions we're used to. Physicists believe that there exist up to 11 dimensions in the multiverse. 0th dimension is a point with no dimensions. All these points in a same direction makes up a line which is first dimension. It consists length only. 2 lines in direction perpendicular to each other makes up second dimension, consisting length and width. Now if we include depth in a 2D figure, it becomes third dimension, which includes length, width and depth. We perceive our world in 3 dimensions. But this 3-dimensional world can't work without time, which is the 4th dimension. Time helps plot an object's location in the universe and also adds a way for the 3rd dimension to change. Here is what our 4-dimensional object looked like in 3D. It is represented in form of tesseract, which includes the 4th spatial dimension perpendicular to 3rd dimension. These higher dimensions are imperceptible to us, because they exist on a subatomic level. In the 5th dimension there would be a new world that would allow us to see the similarities and differences between our world and this new one, existing in the same position and having the same beginning as our planet. The 6th dimension is an entire plane of new worlds that would allow you to see all possible futures, presents, and pasts with, again, the same beginning as our universe. The Big Bang. In the 7th dimension we have the possibility of new universes with new physical forces of nature and different laws of gravity and light. Where we encounter new universes which have a different beginning from ours. 8th dimension is a plane of all the possible pasts and futures for each universe, stretching infinitely. The 9th dimension lays bare all the universal laws of physics and the conditions of each individual universe. In 10th dimensions, at this point, anything is possible. There are all futures, all pasts, all beginnings and all ends, infinitely extended, a dimension of anything you can imagine. Everything comes together. A universe cannot have more than 11 dimensions because of self-consistency. They become unstable and collapse back down into 11 or 10 dimensions. String theory also has an answer for the mysterious moment before the Big Bang occurred. The universe then consisted of 9 perfectly symmetrical dimensions and 1 time dimension. The 4 fundamental forces, gravity, weak nuclear, strong nuclear, and electromagnetism were held together under extremely high pressure and temperature. When it became unstable, it broke into the dimensions of time and space we know today.